but I remember being at this party and the cop shut it down. She did not like me at first. I'm gonna get arrested. Got her tatas pierced.
Downtown, we let it go. Sunset high and our bodies low. Blood rush in a hazy glow. My hands, your bones. Loose up, we break a scene. One step deep as you fall to me. Hot clap, we skip a beat. Count 1, 2, 3.
Hey y'all, what is up? It is Marissa, Nicole, and welcome back to my channel. Some of you may know me as my drifting desk where I help you conquer college. And since I've officially done that this year, I'm spending every day this week recapping or just like reminiscing, going down memory lane of all of my years at The Ohio State University. We already did my freshman year, which had so many fun stories in it. My sophomore year was a little rocky. It was my worst year for my mental health, which we've already covered. And then today we are covering my junior year at Ohio State. So if you're new here and you're not yet subscribed, please consider doing so down below. Turn on your post notifications, that way you don't miss out on any other recaps happening this week. And don't forget to also follow me over on Instagram. And I did tell you guys in yesterday's video that I do have something new coming out. I have an announcement or like a project that's coming. And so if you guys want to follow my drifting desk on Instagram, I will be posting some pictures on there, as well as announcing when this, happens. All right, same deal as all the other days. We're gonna go through my social media accounts, kind of jog my memory of what happened my junior year. I did not prep for this. I did not prepare for it. I really want this to just be raw experiences and stories and emotions of looking through my junior year. And we're going to start with Facebook as always, because that's where I post everything. To start off every year is always some sort of like move-in, whether I was in Siebert, Taylor Tower. My junior year I ended up moving off campus, and I was living in a 5-person house with friends that I had gone to high school with. And so I of course moved into there. I have a vlog of it. I have like a room tour if you guys want to go watch that stuff if you were curious. The first 3 posts in this album are videos, and so I was really trying to take my channel a little more seriously my junior year because I actually really liked it and I was starting to really enjoy what I was doing. I did wear this 1870s shirt for this video because I did remember that my junior year I got like an internship at 1870 magazine, which is a magazine for OSU, because 1870 is the year that Ohio State started, and I was like their digital content marketer coordinator something. I don't remember the exact title. I was basically a freelance writer for their blog. I handled stuff on their YouTube channel. I ran their social media accounts, and it was so much fun. I liked working for that kind of a company. This was me on the first day of classes my junior year. One thing that I want to note is I definitely look a little more thicker in this video than, if you guys remember in yesterday's video I had mentioned like, oh my gosh, why do I look so tiny? Like, what happened to me? Look at me now kind of thing. When I was like editing the video and even watching it back with Griffin, I kind of realized that obviously I was not in a good headspace my sophomore year. Like mentally I was just not doing well at all. And so I think kind of subconsciously I was just like losing weight from, being unhealthy and not taking care of myself. But I was really trying to like flip my life around and get my shit together basically. And my junior year ended up being also really hectic, which we'll get to. But I think mentally I was doing a little bit better. So I think I also just kind of like put on, happy weight in a way. I don't know. On my first day, I remember I went to Marketplace on Neil to eat and I met a subscriber. I don't know if this is like the first subscriber that I had met in person. I want to say it is, but I'm not sure. I met her and she like came up to me and said hi to me. She was in my vlog and everything, and that was such a cool experience to like meet someone who watches my videos. That's like crazy for me to think. And now I get to see you guys, and definitely more frequently anytime I'm on campus, I get to say hi to some of you guys or one of you guys, or sometimes the same people multiple times. Shout out to you, Kristen. I always see her in the Union. Love you. But that was such a cool experience. One thing that Griffin noted in my like freshman and sophomore videos is that I dressed like my style was so different than what I am now. He was like, why did you dress like preppy? Like what were you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. I was really trying to find myself. I didn't know who I was. I am noticing that even in my first day of school picture, in pictures like this, I'm starting to dress more so what I dress now, which is kind of cool to see. I ran into one of my friends, Paige, at one house party that we were at, and we took this cute picture. Love this picture. I don't even know where we were. I don't know if we were at a frat house. I don't know if we were at someone else's house, but I remember being at this party and the cops shut it down and everybody was like running everywhere, and I was like, oh my god, of course, the one real party I go to, I'm gonna get arrested. I didn't get arrested, but it was kind of scary. I did this photo shoot for 1870 magazine because I was on their cover, and so we have some pictures that we took randomly outside. I had to dress up in like game day attire, and that was kind of cool. I was on the cover of a magazine. This was definitely my first time like exploring off campus, and we went to Hocking Hills, which is not directly off campus. Like it's a good 45-minute drive, but my roommate and I ended up going to Hocking Hills. We carved our initials into this tree, but I would highly suggest that you guys explore off campus. Like I wish I had done more, at least like sooner. I definitely have gone off campus now, and there's so many shops, so many restaurants, so many just cool things that I never really experienced until my junior, senior, or even super senior year. My junior year, I was also in J Montages, if you guys know who Justin is on YouTube. His video, we like met up. His videos were so cool, and I ended up just emailing him from my like work email to his work email, being like, hey, like I'm also a YouTuber at Ohio State. Like, do you want to like meet up? I'd love to chat with you or something. And so we did. We ended up meeting up at Oxley's and just like talking for so long, talking business-y, I guess, in a way. And I really do owe the start of my success on YouTube to him, because this was the year I really wanted to take YouTube seriously, but I was having a hard time doing that. I was doubting myself or my skills, my abilities, all of the things. And I remember sitting down with him and asking him like, how the heck do you daily vlog? And he just gave me so many good tips and tricks on how he does what he does. But he was also just such a huge like motivator and inspirational person to me that year, because he had told me, he's like, you are good. If you just really took it seriously, like you would take off. And I think after talking with him, it didn't happen, you know, like immediately. I was really like, maybe I could, like maybe I can do this, but his skills are just like so much better than mine. He's more of like a cinematic videographer. Please go check out his channel if you have not yet. Like, and I'm more so just like a vlogger, but I really do, in my mind, owe it to Justin for like sparking that in me. Oh my gosh, so my junior year was my first time getting my nose pierced, and I say first time because I ended up having to do it again. We'll get there. But I have a vlog of it. I got my nose pierced. One of my friends got her tatas pierced. My other friend got her septum pierced. It was so much fun. It was kind of scary. My junior year, I ended up filming one of my most successful videos. This is the video that most people know me by. Like when they see me on campus, it's always like, you're the meal plan girl. I watched your video. And it's so funny because my junior year, I filmed my like Ohio State meal plan breakdown video to explain how the meal plans work, because they were so confusing. And so many people have seen that, and that's usually what people know me as, at least if they're coming to Ohio State. I didn't mention this because I was living in a house and not in the dorms. I could have Kitty with me. And so of course Kitty was staying with me. We cuddled all the time and it was great. Halloween rolled around and your girl dressed up as a cat again. I don't know what is wrong with me, but I redeemed myself, I promise, because then I also dressed up as an alien. So at least I did something cool. My junior year was when I joined my sorority. So my junior year, I ended up going through informal recruitment in the fall, rushing Alpha Omicron Pi, and I received a bid and I joined Alpha Omicron Pi. This was me and a few of the girls on bid day. We had like a slumber party theme or whatever. And I remember as soon as I joined, I wanted to join like full force. And so I think bid day was on like a Monday or a Tuesday. And that Saturday, Gamma Phi Beta was hosting like a volleyball tournament. They needed extra players. I was like, I'll do it. Obviously, I don't know anybody in this sorority, but I'm like, please get me involved. I just want to meet people. I want to have friends. I want to like do all of the things, be in a sorority. And so I ended up playing in the moonball tournament with some sisters that I had never met before. We had big little reveal, and I got Emily Cap. M Cap as my big. I love her so much. I really clicked with Emily, and Emily already had a little that she had taken prior to me. Her name was Leah, so I'm actually a twin. Our big is Emily. I remember I was literally pumped to be in a sorority. As soon as I received my bid, I got on Redbubble and ordered these stickers so I could put them on my laptop, and I was so excited. I went to my first date party without a date and still had fun. This is me and my big and my twin at date party. And I'm sure at this point you guys are wondering, well, hey, what about Allison? Aren't you guys in the same sorority? Isn't that how you guys met? Yes. At rose ceremony is really when we met, which is the day before initiation. We do what's called a rose ceremony. And this is me and Allison's first picture together. But prior to that, Allison and I had met at new member meetings. I remember knowing that she was also a junior and she's a psychology major. I'm a psychology major. I feel like we could be friends. And so I remember when she would come into meetings, I wouldn't like save her a seat, but there would just happen to be a seat next to me. And I'm like, hi, like, you can sit here. And Allison would never sit next to me. She'd be like, and then like go over there. She did not like me at first. She says I was creepy because I have a huge smile and I look 12 years old. And so she did not want to be my friend at first. She thought I was crazy. But now look at us. I forced my friendship upon her. My big and I did paddles and panda reveal. This is what everything looked like. It was so cute. She made me a little cheerleader, which I still have hanging up on my wall over here. When football season came around, this was my first time going to like Block, which is like the pregame college football parties that happen at like random houses or frat houses on game days, and they're crazy. I love them. I missed out on so much. Like I wish I would have done all of these things my freshman and sophomore year. But I went to my first Block. It was fun. And that year we actually got to go to the Big Ten championship game. And so me and my friend Rachel in the sorority, we went to the game together. So we like drove to Indianapolis and went to the game. My junior year, I turned 21, and so we celebrated my 21st birthday, which I of course vlogged the whole thing. Duh. And I remember telling this, I think for last year's spring break in a video, a random video. It was like a hidden Easter egg. This picture right here used to be my profile picture for my channel, but it was from my 21st birthday and I took it in Chumley's bathroom, which is a bar on campus. I was drunk. I was just taking like drunk selfies in the bathroom, but I had taken this picture and I was like, it's kind of cute. Yeah, my profile picture on YouTube was me drunk. After the new year and everything like that in February was my first time participating in Buckeye-thon. This is my second time getting a picture with Brutus. I ended up being able to ring the gong and hang the hearts because I raised enough money at the event. And AOPI as a team raised more than $10,000 and we were so proud of that. My spring semester, I also had an internship at the State House here in downtown Columbus. I was like an aide to the 45th District State Representative Teresa Fetter. That's her name. Because if you guys know, I came into school psychology major, pre-law, wanting to go into law school, all that kind of stuff. So I was trying to do internships like that to see if I would enjoy it, and I didn't. I learned so much from it, like I enjoyed it in that sense, but I realized that I really don't want to be on that side of bill making, pushing bills, like Congress, like all that kind of stuff, which I know I wouldn't be doing law-wise, but it was just kind of a taste of it where I'm like, I couldn't do this for the rest of my life. I think I would be good at it, but I wanted more. So that internship was really life-changing thing for me because I feel like I would still be on that track for law school if I hadn't have tried to do an internship. Definitely try to do some internships in the field of your interest. Really do that so you can figure out if you like it or not before you finish your degree in it and then get to the end and you're like, oh, I don't like it. This was my first like official primary recruitment bid day, so me and Allison took a picture here. And again, I dove headfirst into the sorority. I went to so many different sorority events like S'more Theta Love's little like s'more stuff during Valentine's Day. We had a bowling social with DU, which is a fraternity on campus, which is actually Griffin's fraternity on campus. I didn't know that he was in DU. I didn't even know that he was at this event that night. Like literally look at this picture. That is me in the pink sweatshirt right here. That is him right behind me in the flannel. Are you guys kidding me? Even though of course we knew each other freshman year, we went on a date freshman year, never worked out. You saw in my freshman video, we both signed that little picture, and now here junior year, we are at the same social. It's just crazy looking back and like seeing all of these signs. It's like, ah! And then we had our formal, which kind of like date party but fancier, that me and Allison of course took pictures at. Switching over to my Instagram, I had my first like brand deal on my channel and I remember being so excited for it. It was with like a subscription box service called Pinch Me, and I did like this whole video like unboxing it. It was so exciting for me at the time because I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting brand deals. But it was so cool to like think back to like your first kind of stuff, like meeting my first subscriber, having my first brand deal. Like, oh my gosh, it was crazy. Now, one thing that you don't see in the pictures from my junior year is that my house situation with my roommates went completely downhill. It was not a good time and I ended up moving out of the house early. I found like a subleaser to take over my room so that I could get the heck out of there. And I ended up moving in with Allison and Caitlin, which is how like our friendship really like grew. So my junior year was crazy in that sense. Like I was going through it so hard with like that group of friends and kind of like my friends that I came to college with. I was basically losing all of them. It was kind of tolling emotionally. My sophomore year was definitely worse, but that's some stuff that was not in some pictures that I do remember happened my junior year. And so if I had to give juniors out there or anybody that this applies to some advice, I would say to find yourself. Really try to figure out what you enjoy, what you like, who are you, what do you stand for, what do you want out of life? Kind of figure it out. I'm not saying it's going to happen immediately. It took me a couple years to like find myself, but my junior year was really that starting point of finding myself. It started with the basics of like, maybe I like to dress this way and this is my fashion style, this is my music taste. And then it really turned into, you know, this type of thing in college is not my vibe. These kinds of people are not my vibe, or I'm not really into this scene, or I really want this out of my college experience and I really want to progress academically and professionally, and just like you're wanting different things in life. And I think my junior year was really about doing that. It was like finding who I am and what I wanted. That was like the spark of it all. And although it was definitely rough near the end, but also having Allison and them to fall back on was really nice. Sometimes you have to, you know, lose things to gain new things, and you know, doors close so new doors can open. And I really think that happened my junior year, and at first I didn't really understand why. The whole like everything happens for a reason, I truly believe, because again, I was losing all of my best friends. I wasn't fitting in with the crowd that I thought I was fitting in with. I didn't like what I was doing with my life. I didn't know what to do with my life. Like so many things were just so uncertain and I was losing everything. I had broken up with my toxic relationship the year before. I was dealing with all of like, there were just so many things that changed my sophomore into my junior year, my full junior year, that I was just like, why? Why is this happening happening to me? Why does this always happen to me? Why am I going through this? But then I think it happened for a reason. You know, I was able to find myself. I realized that that's not really what I wanted to spend my life doing or who I wanted to spend my time with and what I really enjoyed from life. I joined a sorority. I met my absolute best friend now, Allison. I've been able to pursue my YouTube career more seriously and just my hobbies in general. Like, even then I didn't think of it as a career. I wasn't getting paid on YouTube then. I had to lose all of that old stuff to gain this new stuff that I now have and can appreciate. And I think that's something that when you're going through it, it's hard to realize that it's happening, or that it's hard to realize that it's happening for a reason. But looking back, I can see the reasons. I can see why I went through what I went through, and I can see how it was crazy roller coasters, but I came out on the other side and I've learned so much from those experiences that it's just, it's just crazy. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's junior year recap. If you haven't seen the other recaps, I'm gonna link them all down below, but also don't forget to subscribe down below, turn on your post notifications, that way you don't miss out on any other recaps, and also don't forget to follow me over on Instagram. And if you want to hear that new announcement and just keep up with all things My Drifting Desk, go ahead and follow the My Drifting Desk Instagram at My Drifting Desk, and I will see you guys tomorrow for my senior year recap. I love you guys so much, more than you will ever know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
Won't you start the music, get into it, won't you dance with me? Find the bass and lose it, you can do it, won't you dance with me? Move your feet and feel it in the space between. You gotta give yourself a moment, let your body be.